You waving?
She's waving hi. Hi everyone. It's my 2-month birthday. I'm 2 months old today. Yay! It's your birthday. Happy 2 months. Alright guys, we are doing the 2-month postpartum parental units together update, and we have our baby, our pride and joy, our 2-month-old. You're getting so big. You're getting so big.
2 feet at 2 months.
2 feet, 2 months. She's starting to smile, so if you guys see those smiles, get excited, because we always do. Are you a smiley baby? You a smiley baby? She loves looking out the big bright window. Everyone thinks she's looking at a TV when we like have her in the bed, but she's really just looking out a big bright window, and that's better than a TV, isn't it? Alright, so we asked you guys to ask us questions. Hi! On Instagram. Are you gonna answer some questions? Are you gonna answer? Her hair is getting longer and she's staying awake longer. Her lashes are so long, it's like so insane. And she's just like the cutest little baby ever. The past 2 months have been amazing. Sleeping better.
Yeah.
Back on a sleep schedule, kind of.
Yeah, I mean, she wakes up, takes a couple of sips, goes back to sleep.
Yes. Look how cute! Look how cute! It's your 2-month anniversary or birthday. Okay, so let's get into these questions. You guys can follow me on Instagram. Trisha Payta's backup. Oh, there we go. Trisha Payta's backup. Come out. Oh, it's catching her face. Anyways, Trisha Payta's backup. Say Trisha Payta's backup is where you can find us. Okay. So I asked you guys to ask us questions, so I'm going to bring up the questions and we'll do our best. We just had lunch, so everyone feels full and ready. All right, and I haven't screenshotted these or like filtered them yet. I mean, obviously I'll filter them. I'm not going to ask a bad question to ourselves, but all right, let's see what we got. Oh, right away, Jeremy. Shout out, Jeremy. I haven't seen him in so long, but I definitely want to do more music soon. It says baby number 2.
Working on it.
Well, you guys know we're working on it. I'll date my period today. If you guys want a whole story time about that, I did get my period, first period after having a baby. So, not this month, but that's okay. Maybe next month.
It makes it easier.
Right.
To time
That's what was when I said I got my period. I was so sad. He's like, well, now we can calculate. I was like, you're right, we can calculate. Which is exciting. It is always really fun. And then you know what? Because when you're pregnant and you know you're intimate or whatever, it's like, it's still fun, but it's like, I don't know, when you're trying for a baby, it's almost like checking to see if you won the lottery each time. So you're like, okay, the period's late. And so when you're already having the baby inside you, you're just like, oh, it's still fun. It's just not like, there's no like reward.
Right. 9 months later.
Yeah.
It's like,
we got this bundle of joy. How is it like being a new mom? Love your family. It's been so much fun. Honestly, it's just been so much fun. I really do like love every minute. There's like moments where I get like overwhelmed, but like she's so cute. Like how can you just not look at her and be like, I love you. I love you so much. Does Malibu have a swing set?
yeah, she has a lot of stuff that's for later.
Yeah, she can't really swing. She can't sit yet.
She has all kind of toys and things that, because she got so many gifts and some people knew to give us gifts for later on. Mm-hmm. So yeah, she has a lot of stuff.
But she hasn't, oh, but she does have like a baby swing. We just don't have the batteries in it. But she does sit in that when we cook.
Right. Is that, oh, that's what it's called?
It's not really a swing set, but it is a swing. Yeah. I know she meant like a swing playground. Let's see. What milestones is Malibu reaching right now? She's lifting her neck, smiling. Smiling
a lot. She's starting to coo, like
a little giggle.
More of like verbal interactions. Mm-hmm. Her hands.
Oh yeah, she can push things over, move
she'll
with
reach
hands.
Out. The really most she'll do, she'll like push the pacifier into her mouth. Mm-hmm. So like she really kind of understands that part. But soon she'll start. You know, can't wait for her to grab things, but not yet.
She also kind of like wipes her mouth. Like before we can have time to dab it after formula, she'll like wipe it, which is pretty smart. Pretty smart. And so much more alert. Like if you watch our 1-month postpartum update, she's just very like alert, knows what's going on. She listens when we go for a walk. She's like looking back and forth between us. Like when we're talking, she like looks there. Like she like listens.
Visually, she's so, because I'll like play around behind the bed and pop my head in different places and say hi, and she's like, follows perfectly everything.
Oh, she tracks him. Oh my god! And I believe she's like, they have that instant bond, that like daddy-daughter bond, which is like so cool and so cute to see. Let's see here. What has surprised you the most about your own style of being a mom? I feel like for me, I feel like I'm surprised at how laid back I am. Like I really let like Moses, because I just like, I don't know, like for me, I always thought I'd be like a little bit more like over, because I like tried to control everything. I thought I'd be more controlling, but I pretty much just want to be the cool mom, and then I just have you like, okay, do we need discipline? Do we need to do something? Not that we need discipline yet, but you know, I just try and be cool and like her friend. I don't know, I'm more laid back. I feel like I'm not as worried as I thought I would be. I thought I'd be more anxious and worried. I was at the beginning. I used to sit at the edge of the bed, like when I couldn't get up and to like feed with her, like Moses fed her, and I would just be like there and be like, should we do this? Should we do that? Is she okay? But I feel like now I'm like more relaxed. But anything surprised you as a dad?
As a dad? Surprises. I mean, the whole thing is a surprise because there's nothing, because I didn't prepare myself. I wasn't like, you know. So the whole thing is a surprise, but you just, I don't know.
I think like
enjoying everything, like from a diaper change to feeding to, like it doesn't matter what she does, you enjoy it. She'll vomit on you, you'll be like, cool, you know. It's like. But
I feel like you were surprised at how like natural and easy it came to you, because they're saying like what surprised you about being a dad, like you said, like, oh, I thought it would be like changing diapers and stuff would be like a lot more.
Yeah, things that would be challenging, but.
Everything does come natural. I was just saying this in my video earlier today. I was just like, everything's like natural to like you, and like for me it was like a little more of an adjustment, and sometimes I'm like, I don't know if I'm picking it up right. Moses is like very just from the beginning, just like, this is what you do. You were very natural at it, and I kind of always knew, like I was never like I was never really good with babies, obviously my baby, but still I was still like nervous. I was like, does she like me? You know, at the beginning, but now I feel like
she smiles when she sees you.
Look at her. Oh, are you hating?
She's like,
Are you boxing? What are we doing?
I don't know, it's just holding my fingers.
Oh my god. But yeah, I mean, at first it wasn't like super easy for me, like as far as like being mom and maternal, but again, I just like love her so much. I look at her and I'm just like, oh. But yeah, also it's a lot, I don't want to say easy, but it's like easier than you would think. Like I would, you know, it's not as much of an adjustment as you would think. Like we still are kind of like live our lives. We go out for lunch, we go to the mall, like we still kind of like live our lives.
So I think, I mean, that the surprise is her, like her character and her, how easygoing she is. That was the biggest surprise, because we see other couples and they're exhausted. I mean, they're just like exhausted, and some people are like, it's really tough, like they're broken, and it's like with her, she's just so I don't know. She's so nice, considerate. She doesn't cry.
She's very calm.
She doesn't complain.
She's chill.
She would literally wake up for a minute, eat a little bit, go back to sleep. So we both get really good sleep. It's just, she makes it easy. That's the surprise.
Yeah, and that we are lucky because we have an easy baby.
Saying, like it's not like we're playing it differently from how it is or other people. Like, because I've seen so many parents and so many babies, and there's.
But like we're also we get to be at home, so we have like, it's like we're home all the time with her, which is also like an advantage. Like we have like a lot of advantages, but it's also just the baby.
That's what I'm saying. The reason it is so easy for us is her character, the way she.
But they say watch out, because baby number 2, they're like, you could have a really calm baby, and then baby number 2 could be so crazy. So that was my brother. My brother was a chill baby, and then I came along and I was like, ah. So this is kind of like mini Moses, but I feel like if we had another girl, she might be a little more wild, we'll say, instead of crazy. But she's been a calm little Zen baby. But I feel like we're pretty calm. But
then it's easier when it's baby number 2.
Right.
Because then we're not as stressed. We know what to expect.
I don't know. How to handle things. I mean, really, we obviously want another baby, but I'm like, oh my gosh, is it going to be like...
I don't think it's going to be that drastic. I don't think. It's still the same parents.
No.
So I don't think it's going to be that
Well,
drastic.
we're going to try. We're going to see how it is. But... which stage of age are you most excited for Malibu? I feel like just like at the stage she's currently in. I read about consciousness right now, and it's like, don't worry about the future, ego. Like once you like worry about the future so it has a place, don't worry about the past. Like I like to be in the now, in the present. And she just grows too fast right now. Like I look back at our birth vlog as a newborn, and I'm just like, I want the newborn. I put her little newborn hat on her the other day. I was just like, oh, you're my newborn again. You're my newborn. But you know, obviously it's gonna be fun when she talks and stuff. We're like, I just can't imagine her talking.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I wanna see what it's like when there's verbal communication and
because when we go out to eat, you know, she's always with us, and I'm always like, it's gonna be weird when she's like sitting across from us, like having a conversation with us. Like I can't even imagine that, and what her personality and what she's gonna talk about and pick up on. But again, just taking it like stage by stage, age by age, it's been the best. We went to Macy and Wesley's birthday this past weekend, and we got to see other babies like her age. We actually met a baby that was 3 months, and it was cool to see. And obviously they're 1 year, so it was like kind of cool to see like the babies interacting. So you know, just seeing her interact with friends, like even seeing her. Are you good? Have a little cradle sesh. Seeing her just interact with like other babies was like, oh, she's already has friends. Like it was like already kind of like she's getting so old. And there was a little boy that was 3 months, and they just looked at each other, and I was like, oh my gosh, like one day she's gonna have a boyfriend or girlfriend or partner or whatever, and it's just gonna be like one of those things where you're like, oh man, my little princess baby. Yes. But it's really cool to see. But I love the age she's at now. Oh my god, I just noticed the turkey socks. Did you just put those on her?
Yeah.
I love the turkey socks. So cute. Would you do a baby podcast together? Me and Moses or me and Malibu? I feel like we do so much as like...
Yep.
Is it feeding time? That was hungry baby. I don't know. It's so weird. Couples podcasts to me are so weird, and I feel like we do like so many things together, but I don't know. For me, I don't know.
No, because I mean, when we do a mukbang or something, that's
yeah,
what it would be.
That's what I'm saying. I think because we vlog together, we do mukbang, like we do so much together already. So it's like to do even me doing my own podcast, I always like, is this redundant or doing this? I'm like, God, what I said earlier in the video, I'm saying now, you know. So I think it's like if I were to do a podcast, it would be with someone completely different. There's a potential podcast coming, but it might not be till next year. And it'd be with someone completely different. And I feel like that's the way to do it. I do think Moses should have a podcast. I always think you should. And you always have like these interesting friends like that you could do. I don't know. I think Moses, like his channel, like water and stuff, I think he's like really good actually. Like I used to always like make fun of, which is kind of mean to say, but I used to like make fun of and be like, oh my god, water and blah blah and all these like philosophies, but they're actually so good. I think you should have a podcast. I don't know if we like we're just too separate.
But it's very small. Like it's a niche subject, so it's very small.
I had a Lost podcast 15 years after Lost.
Yeah, but it's a different.
And that was very niche and very small. And you supported it. I support it. I think even if you had like 100 people listen, like I think that's like if you like it because you're so good at talking.
But it's like I think now. Like there's things that I love to do, like I love gardening and I love those kind of things, you know, talking about consciousness, talking about doing those podcasts. But right now I like even more this little baby.
Aww.
So like if I had to choose between doing that or spending time with her, I'd rather spend time with her right now. And then I think a bit later, like there'll be a moment for that.
Yeah. You're good. I mean, I always am like amazed by how talented he is and like smart. But I guess that's why they asked if we should do a baby podcast. I mean, that's the thing. It's like, but again, I always feel...
What is the subject is like a mommy podcast about babies?
Yeah.
Or is it mom and baby in the podcast?
No, I think like a podcast about babies.
Yeah, I mean, everything you do right now is that. Because you talk about it.
I know. Even now, I'm like, even with this, I'm like, okay, we should put this on our family channel. Like, I really try and only have like a certain place for it because I know there's a lot of people who like don't, not that they don't care about baby stuff, but they're not at that stage. So like, they don't want to just see only baby content, which is how I am. Before I was a mom, I didn't want to see people only with their babies. God bless you. So I don't know. I mean, yeah. Maybe one day. Never say never. I mean, if someone's like, hey, do you guys want a talk show? We'll be like, okay. If we're going to host Love is Blind Season 4 reunion, we'll be like, okay. You know, we're there. We're already in Malibu. So. Are you ready for sleep? That looks like that's fine. But he's amazing at everything, and I think that you should. Malibu's favorite thing so far.
Well, as far as the toys and games, she loves like the mirror. So like looking at the mirror, and then the books we got her, the ones that have like sounds. So it's pretty much like she likes ASMR, right?
Yeah.
So she likes those sounds, the crinkly sounds, lights. So it's ASMR. It's like light, sounds, mirrors.
Yeah.
All of those things.
Definitely lights. Just in general, like she'll see like we have Christmas lights up. Oh my gosh, she like loves Christmas lights. And she She actually loves Coco Melon. Like in the morning, like I put Coco Melon on and she kind of just like zones out to that. Like when she like gets up again. So she likes the Coco Melon song, The Wheels on the Bus. Some of those songs are...
And it's like just the music in the background. She's not watching the screen.
No, yeah, no, definitely not. I actually turn the computer away because sometimes she'll try and look at a screen, but... Belly button piercing's still there. No, but I want to put it back in. But I feel like I want to get pregnant again, so I'm like, you know, let me just keep it out. Does Moses speak Hebrew to Malibu?
Sometimes, well, when we FaceTime my mom, so we all speak in Hebrew. And soon my mom's going to be here and stay with us for a little bit, so she'll only get Hebrew. I'm going to read
Are you going to? I really want you to.
I'm going to read her books in Hebrew.
We have, what is it called?
The one about the caterpillar.
Yeah, but what's it called in Hebrew?
I'm not sure what it's called.
I love when you speak Hebrew.
I'm going to read her books in Hebrew. Yeah.
We went to Hummus Bar, which they do speak Hebrew there. And it was so cool because I haven't heard you speak Hebrew in so long. So when you order, I'm always like, that's so cool. Do you remember her name? What was her name? Was it Shanann?
Shani.
Shout out Shani. She was so cool. She was like, you never know when people like watch your videos because I would never have known until like the very end. And she's like, oh, can I take a picture? I was like, yeah, I'm so excited because I always think it's so cool when people speak Hebrew and you're speaking Hebrew to each other. Like, oh. And I would love to speak it there, but I get nervous. So it'd be like if I went to Israel, like not that I speak it, but I would love to like order like orez v'chips, you know, like I want to order it, but I feel stupid. I even feel stupid to say like toda because I'm like they're probably like, oh, this girl speaks English and she's saying toda.
They're always excited when you're there.
It's like when an English speaker goes to like a Mexican restaurant, it's like gracias. They're probably like okay. Both hardest and best part that has changed your relationship after Malibu.
I don't know. Doesn't mean hardest like.
Yeah, I mean, your relationship changes, but it's not like hard, like, because you have like a common goal, you know, like it's kind of like you have this baby and you like love the baby so much, you know what I mean? So it's like our relationship was like really solid before we had a baby. So it kind of just stays that way. It's kind of like, I don't know, when you have that foundation.
I mean, we're more, if anything, we're more of like, no, we're not just a couple, we're a family. So like,
that's the best part, yeah.
Like we don't think anymore about like, oh, what do we do this holiday, that, like now we're the family, this is the holiday, we're doing this, and then people join us and things like that. So it's like we're a bigger unit now.
Yeah.
And there's more things like we do together and love doing together. So now there's like a whole new world of things that we do and love doing.
Yeah, it's cool. Like even going to like a doctor's appointment, like when I went to go see my obstetrician for like my like appointments after birth, like it was cool. Like we all went together, like even though like we didn't have to, or it'd be easier to like stay home with her or something. It's like fun to like all go together. And then when I was in there, it was so weird because he used to come to all the appointments with me. He's like, I'll go get your husband. Now it's like, I'll go get your family. And it's just like, oh, I just like, and yeah, as a couple, I think it's just like you just, it's and people always say that and it sounds cheesy, but it's true. It's like you just like respect that person so much more. You like love that person so much more. And it's just like, yeah, you have like this common goal now of raising a child and like getting to see all her milestones. I mean, we're already talking about her bat mitzvah and her wedding, and I was like, you know, all this stuff like that. I think it's just exciting to see it all. I mean, first we'll crawl, but we even talked about like getting her those pink Lamborghini cars, like when she's like 3 or however old you are to drive them. But anyways, best part is just like getting closer. I feel like it could go two ways. Like it could stress a relationship. I can see how it could stress a relationship for sure. And I've seen it happen where people like disagree about parenting. And I thought we actually would disagree a lot more on like parenting or like things, but we're pretty good at like, oh, okay, if you think that's best, if you think that's best, you know, we're pretty good at it with certain things, most things. It's like, okay, you know, I trust you on that one. So I'm surprised at that because I thought we'd be more different, but like you're so good as like a dad. So I'm just like really like, okay, I trust you. Like, which I thought I would be not as much like that. I thought I'd be more like overbearing when it comes to it, but I'm like, you know what? I trust you actually. So yeah. Chat about crystals. Yeah, let's chat about it. What's it like to have the cutest baby ever? Exhausting. No, because everybody stops us on our walk. Like every time we go on walks or even if we're out, she's so beautiful. And it is great, but I haven't socialized this much in my life of having to like talk to someone. It's great though. Our neighbors are really nice. Everyone's super excited to see her. And she is the cutest. I'm like, does everyone think their baby's is cute? Like I really do feel like she's just so beautiful inside. I just love to look at her face. And I tell her that so much and I'm like, you know what? I have to tell her other things too. Like, okay, you're smart, you're strong, but right now I just look at her and I'm like, so beautiful. But she's all of the above. She's very smart too. If you had to describe baby's personality in one word, what would it be?
Like observant.
Oh, observant, yeah. Yeah, she like knows, she's always like checking her surroundings.
She would rather look than... Like, I think some people go for the bait, you know. For her, she'd rather look and see and, yeah.
No, she's very observant. She looks around. If someone's holding her, she's like, who's this new person holding me? She checks. She'll open up her eye. Okay, still pushing me. We're good. Wakes up. Where are we? And she's never too, like, startled. She's kind of just like...
Never startled. Never scared.
Although when I sneezed, I guess she got a little startled.
Yeah, just visually. It's very visual. She's very visual and very present, you know.
I would describe her as rambunctious. She is just, sometimes she just be throwing herself. She's just like, this little growling. And she's silly. She's really silly too. And she'll know. Sometimes she'll like giggle. She'll like know if she's being silly. So I think all those words best. And unique. She is a unique baby. She is one of a kind. Would you prefer Malibu to have a sister or brother next, or no preference? No preference. I think before we said like a boy and a girl, but then we had a girl and we're like, we love a girl so much, and I loved having a sister, so I was like, yes, a girl, and we thought of another girl name. But there's really no preference. I mean, and of course a boy and a girl is great too, so I don't know. I think girls bond with girls better. Like, I feel like you become closer to your sister, but I think if we had a boy, she'd be really close to. I think it's all about how did they interact with each other, so I think either one.
Yeah, we really don't have a preference.
It's so fun to be like a girl mom because they're just so... I literally asked Moses the other day, I was like, I wonder if like boys are like this cute, because you know, girls, like, she kind of poses, she kind of just, you know, and I wonder if like boys are like cute like that. I don't know, it's hard to like, I don't know if you're a boy. I mean, I did ask, I think I was on TikTok live, and they're like, no, boys are cute, they're like more like silly and stuff, but she's just so cute, and I just couldn't even imagine.
I mean, everyone tells me like, you're so lucky, there's nothing like a girl, you know, for the dad. Like,
everyone said that, yeah, when we were finding out.
So, and it's true.
Let's see. What activities do you guys enjoy to do together besides doing love? I don't know what that means, but doing love. We like to walk. That's our new thing. We love going on walks. Or what else do you say? I'm answering all these questions, sorry.
We have a lot. I mean, we love to cook together. We love to watch certain movies together. We love going on walks, showers, everything. we just love doing everything
just
together.
Everyday activities.
Everything together, and now it's even more fun when she joins us too.
Yep, she'll be in the kitchen with us. It's a good time. Let's see here. Do you miss anything from your old life before the baby was born?
Don't even remember life before the baby was born.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. Because for me, I was saying, like, I wasn't even, like, when I met you, I was a lot happier, but I wasn't really happy before that. And so you just know a different kind of happiness when a baby comes along. And so, like, no, I mean, but there are times when you're like, okay, this is, like, you can't just go out and, like go to, you know, Tokyo or something, you know what I mean? Like, you have to, like, plan things, and it takes a lot longer to get out of the house, that's for sure. It's like, okay, you can't just like, you have to plan a good half hour before you have to leave to start getting ready. Car seat, feedings, but...
Yeah, but it's pretty easy.
Yeah, it is, the adjustment is a lot easier than I thought. Malibu, mommy's girl, daddy's girl. Daddy's girl, for sure. I mean, I think it's just like a thing. I see it on TikTok a lot where girls just like gravitate towards their dad, which I love because, like I said, I don't think I really bonded with my dad ever. We're close now, but we weren't always, so I just like to see it. It's very cute. Did you get the Oreo snowballs? No, we're looking for those though. I posted them. Oh, you didn't see on my story?
It's so, what is it?
I don't know. I haven't seen, I saw it on, I don't know where I saw them, but they look good.
It's like Ferrero or something.
Yeah, but I think it was an ice cream. These look good, the Oreo snowballs. They were on my story.
Other ice creams were amazing, so.
It is in the ice cream section, that's for sure. Okay, I just totally lost our thing. Let's see here. Well, these are new up top now.
Oh.
Second child name gonna be either Houdini or... Who was the girl? Remember, I was trying to think this in a video. We saw something recently and I was like, oh, that's a good girl's name. Do you remember or no?
Not right now.
Oh, man. It was something we watched. I was like, oh, that's kind of pretty for a girl. Dang. I wish I remembered. I like Lino, too. We just watched from scratch. Well, we stopped because it got really sad. Spoiler alert. Like, I guess he gets cancer. We didn't even get it that far. Or did we get far? We just saw that he was sick. And I wanted to finish watching it, but then I saw that the next episodes he was like getting really sick. Oh, I can't watch it. But it started off really good. It's just really sad. And I did Google it because I wanted to see how it ended, and he dies.
Of course.
They adopt a baby, which is nice, but then he dies, and I'm like, that's so sad.
When young people have cancer, it's pretty aggressive.
Oh, I just saw that I got my Pap smear results. Did you open those? You didn't tell me. You should have told me.
You were filming.
I was oh.
It was just this morning.
Oh, no, I saw it yesterday. You opened the envelope, the Pap smear.
I opened it yesterday? I thought I opened it this
I saw
morning.
it yesterday.
Oh. Yeah, it's just normal, nothing.
Because I was so worried about it, and I was like, oh my God.
I thought the doctor already told you something.
No. I was worried about it. Well, it's probably good they didn't call. Do you get your, however they check for you? I don't know how they check. You should get checked too. They say once you're past 40, you should start getting checked. Even though you're only 32, you should get checked. And let's see, we'll answer one more question.
Country you want to go to? We're just talking about it.
1, 2, 3. Italy. Yes. Yes. We watched the Kardashians go there. We watched From Scratch. We watched White Lotus. I'm ready to eat pasta this morning. I literally was like, because I love filming and stuff like that, but getting ready is always like hard for me. And I was like, God, I just want to be in Italy for a month eating pasta. So I'm saying, if anybody wants to like book me to sing, I Love You Jesus at the Vatican or something, I'll come. We'll all make a month of it. Let me know. But I do want to go to Israel. Someone asked, are you planning on going to Israel? Like, I do want to go there. I get a little nervous, but...
No, there's nothing to be nervous about, but...
When the Four Seasons happens, like, they're building one in Tel Aviv right now, and I would like
just my mom comes here in December, so... She will be with us in December, and then...
Maybe next year when she's...
Yep.
A little older. And obviously to meet your family there. Advice for finding the one. I feel like I'm getting tired of throwing myself into relationships and it not working.
Don't throw yourself into relationships.
Yeah. This is the worst advice to hear, but like, yeah, if you like give yourself like time and space, ultimately I feel like what is meant for you will be yours. I think there's no like, I don't know. But yeah, maybe don't look for it. Even though that's the worst thing, like don't look for it. I feel like when we met, we were both like open to dating, but we weren't like looking for it. Like when I met him, I had like a crush on someone else. And then when I met him too, we were so different. And I was like, oh, I don't know if this will work. And it was also like corny. Like it was just a lot. So like I weren't like looking for something. And then we kept coming back together through circumstances. And we're just like, well, I guess maybe, I mean, I always liked you. I always was like ready for a baby with you. But at the beginning, I always say how much you changed. You changed so much. Well, I think you have. You think you have? What? Not in a bad way. Why are you blushing? It's not a bad way. But when I first met Moses, he was just so very like, I don't know, serious and...
Right, because I don't...
Blunt.
I don't open up at the beginning. Like, it takes me time. Like, you don't get to know me until I like you.
Aww. So. That is true. I feel like no one will see Moses the way I see him because he's so silly. I mean, with like family and stuff, he's like funny and silly too, but I think the silliest is me. Sometimes, what I asked you the other day, I was like, is it weird to have a personality that doesn't match your looks? Because like, when I see Moses like out when we're at the grocery store, if we're like separate, I come back, I'm always like, wow, like he stands out to me. I'm always like, you just stand out. We were somewhere else the other day too. So no, when I see him, I'm like, oh my God, you're like so attractive. And it's like weird because you just like see someone every day. But when he has like his jeans on and stuff and that, but then the other night he said something so weird and I'm like, is it like weird that you're like, have such a weird, like he's had such a weird personality, but he's like so hot. So it's like this hot guy with a very odd but wonderful personality.
Just what it is. I mean, for me, it's more, I know myself more as the weird side. I never knew what I looked like.
Right, so you just think of yourself as a weirdo?
Yeah, like I never thought of myself as anyone that anyone thinks is a good looking.
Well, you made a good point. You said with like long hair, and I was like, yeah, with long hair you fit more of the like weirdo. Like you could be kind of like a weird artsy
like,
type.
You know, Burning Man, being an artist.
Yeah.
That kind of stuff.
But then there's this goofy side that doesn't really go with like the artist, serious artist, struggling artist, Burning Man side. There's like a side that you're like so weird and silly. So almost kind of like nerdy almost to a point, which I think is like cute. I don't know. But how did we even get on that? I don't even know what the original question was. Tips for finding the
Probably
one.
the dating stuff.
Yeah, just, I think when you know, right? Like, we kind of fought it, and then it's like at a certain point you just know.
It's almost like counterintuitive. Like the more you want to be in a relationship, the less you should do about it. Because you just...
Yeah.
It's hard to explain. Like, you should be out there. You should meet people. But being eager about it or being like... Yeah, because I've seen people that really wanted to get married, really wanted to have kids, they just rushed through the whole thing, and it didn't work out. So it's like, take your time, and and usually the person you think you like is not the person that's going to actually work out for you.
That is true. When people are like, oh, that person's not my type, I'm like, that's the one you need to go for, because I'm telling you, like, it's the ones that you think you want. It's like, no.
We're usually attracted to the people that are not good for us.
So you were not attracted to me?
That's not what I said.
No, but we did. Both of us will say.
My attraction to you was really your character and who you are.
Oh, thank you.
You know what I mean? Like, it's not like most for guys. Is usually they're usually blinded by looks,
right?
And like we had the opportunity because we met in quarantine and we just spent so much time together, so we really got to know each other.
I feel like we're on Love is Blind. It's like we really connected in the pods because I couldn't see what you looked like.
We are unique.
No, I agree.
I mean, in that sense, I don't know. It's like once in 100 years that there's a pandemic and you become a couple and get married and have a baby in that time.
No, it is crazy, and I agree. I don't know. Like, that's why I'm saying you just know, because I was like obviously like just like drawn to you, but again, like, you're not my type either. We're like Love is Blind right now. Like, you're not my type. Like, not the normal type, as in the type I'd go for. Not to say like, because I always had different looks of types, but the type of person I'd go for, and so even personality too. So I was just like, I don't know what it was, but there was something that I was like obsessed with and drawn with you, and I don't know what it was. Because also too, like at the beginning, you weren't like you are now. Like, you weren't like really now you do like so much. Like, you're very this.
No,
you,
I was standoffish, and I was
but now you're just like so over attentive and just giving and loving.
Because I wanted to make sure I like you first. You know what I mean? Like, there was no point for me to
do so much.
To make you like me. Like, that wasn't my goal. You know what I mean? Like, some people just want to conquer and like people to like them.
Yeah.
I didn't look for that. I was like, do I like this person? Do I want to be with them? And then when I decide that I do, then I do what I do, and I just do, that's just it.
No, I know. It was great. And now he's like this like amazing person, but either way, I knew from the beginning, I was like, I like this person. And again, I don't know why, because you were like standoffish and blunt, and I didn't think you liked me. I think so. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying that like you just have this like magnetism towards someone, and sometimes you can't explain it, and it doesn't make sense. And
well, maybe it's like what you said earlier in Twilight. How
Jacob put a Renesmee inside of Bella. That's why he liked Bella.
Like, you saw.
I saw her.
Coming out of our relationship.
I believe that.
Like that. You know what I mean? Like,
I know. I wanted a baby right away.
She was the Cupid behind the scenes. She's like, I'm gonna match these two together, and that's where I'm gonna go.
You're right. I think so. I'm sure babies choose.
I
didn't think that. Oh, we should show her as Cupid.
That'd be cute.
That'd be cute. Oh my god, little baby Cupid. We'll put her pretty. We'll put her in a pretty dress. I can't wait for Valentine's Day with her. Anyways, she's in her little nestle.
She just loves her.
Little Neville there. Anyways, this is our 2-month parent update. How have you liked being a parent these past 2 months?
Great. Gets better every day. More fun every day.
People have been saying that too. They're like, every stage gets better, and I think we're here to say that. First week was crazy. First month is fun, but
it's not like it's weird because we're saying getting better. It's not like it was not good. It's more like there's so much more. The more she's interactive, the more she interacts with us, the more like it's so exciting. So it's like at the beginning, you just like it's there. It's the baby is there,
which is exciting.
She's cute, and you hold her, and she sleeps on you, and all that. But then suddenly she's like looking at you, following you, laughing at you, like. It just gets more and more and more amazing in that sense. Yeah,
I mean, everyone we see with like a 10-month-old baby was like, oh, it gets even better, it gets even better. So I think it is. Every day gets better with the person. And we're excited about it. It's been great, and thank you guys for all the love and support. It's been amazing. It's been good. So we have a very busy December coming up. We have a Vlogmas and Christmas and Hanukkah and Trishmas and so many things. So thank you guys for all the support and just for being so kind, because the comments, our favorite thing to do is like read comments on these, and they are so nice, like, and so supportive, and it really makes us so happy. We literally lay in bed and like read them. We're like, this is so nice, and it's cool because, you know,
we learn and
yeah, all the tips, everything. At the baby party we went to this past weekend, they were talking about those Magic Marvin things. I'm like, oh, hey, we're ordering those. Like, it's super fun to have, like, be a part of this community of being a parent. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Sometimes I scare her with my voice. I need to be a little soft when it's, sometimes I can speak really loud. Like, oh. Thank you guys for watching. And, yeah, here's to month number 3. We'll be back for that update. And...
like, wait, and
you wanna say bye? You wanna say bye?
She's
so funny.
Little snuggle one.
Oh, snuggle monkey.
Yeah. All right.
Little baby. Okay, we'll see you soon. She's warm. I can feel her warmth from here. Our little baby. All right, see you guys soon.